All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have another Invis VOD review. This is Plat 2 on PC. They wrote a pretty long post. I think the gist of it is failed to peel for Spidey. Support died a bunch of times. And they feel like they threw and they want to know what better. So what to do better. That's the gist of it. That's what I could kind of get. All right. Anyway. Said, am I a fraud? So let's start. Let's see what's going on. First of all, we have 2 tanks, 2 supports, 2 DPS. Looking good. Solid team. Let's get started. What do we got? Okay, we're looking to throw an aggressive pulse. Nice. Good. Great push. 2 for 2 on our ability uses so far. I like it. See what we can learn. Pull. 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 Nope. That happens. All right, so could you have saved Spidey there, or your cloak there? No, I don't think so. I think it's fine. Like, what we need to do now is know, okay, first of all, they have a Spidey. The Spidey is capable of killing, and B, my cloak died instantly. So hopefully they adjust their play style and we play together. But now I'd be pushing in order to get my team back, pushing the enemy team to give my team space and time for people to get back. No. No, Jake. Oh, never mind. All right, so what happens here? Here's a concept that higher level people will use all the time. My bad, Jake. I misread that. Completely misread it. So here's a concept that higher level players will use all the time. We're down 2. We're down a support and a DPS. They're down 1. So this fight is very likely to be a bulldoze fight and we just lose. So right here, if I'm playing tank, because I'm mostly a tank player, I'm saying we need to give out and give 2 ticks and regroup. Because if we try to delay this fight, we try to win it, we're not going to win it. We're just going to delay, stagger even harder, and still lose the point anyway. So if I'm Sue here, I'm actually just going to stop healing. I'm going to back up and I'm going to get around this corner. And if my alive tanks and my alive DPS want healing, they need to come back. I'll sit here and I'll heal from this distance. And the second I get pressured, I'm just going to back up again. And if you don't know what I mean by 2 ticks, I mean these right here, right? So the point, it goes all the way up to here, all the way up to here, and then all the way up to there. And these are like checkpoints. So you give it up to here, and then we recontest here again. There should be plenty of time. But since we kind of try to fight it out, we're going to die anyway. Our team is going to stagger. We can't help. And then there's no point, right? Let's just watch. Like, was it worth it? So we die. We get another DPS pick. Now our tank dies anyway. And they have an ult. Try to recontest, but our cloak can't really keep him up. She doesn't have support, or she doesn't have her ult. Wow, they actually throw and they get a kill. Oh, Spidey almost kills a cloak. Wow, the fact that you guys do this. So be very careful with this. In higher elo, the call is die or get out, right? Lost fight, back up. Luckily, the enemy team is just as bad. That's interesting. Good push. Let's see. So the situation has changed now. Before we had just Spidey on us. Now we have Spidey and... Yo, what's up, Sydney? This is Plat 2 Invis. So now they have a Psylocke on their side, right? So as a support, you have to constantly be evaluating where your safety net is. On this map, for let's say Luna and Cloak, your safety net is generally back here. Because you have cover from here, you have a place to retreat to, you have a health pack. This is a really good spot for support. Now, Sue can't actually heal that far. Look at her healing orb. Let's see. It's only this far. So she actually has to be closer. So you need to be constantly evaluating. A good place to start off standing is over here next to this wall. The second the Psylocke appears, we actually have to walk forward and be with our tanks. So the rule of thumb is when you're being dove like this, you actually want to stand near your tanks and near your DPS, and you make whatever your problem is, you make it your team's problem. Because if you back up, like your cloak does, she backs up by herself, like you do, you back up over here. Now, even if the Moon Knight wanted to help you, he really couldn't. You have to walk towards your team and make it their problem as well. It's a very, like, counterintuitive thing of, like, I'm in danger, I should back up. It's like, actually, no, you have to go to safety, whatever safety is. And a lot of the time, safety is actually walking forward to your tanks, to your DPS, to your team.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Oh, are we AFK? Uh-oh. What's going on? Safety in numbers, absolutely. We have our invis ult. There isn't a clear target for it. Oh, good. Nice. Now stick together, stick together, stick together. Good. A well-timed Sue ult. We love to see it. I would have pushed. What's a good balance for making it the whole team's problem, but not being too much an enemy LOS? A lot of the times, like, if we went back to where it was earlier, most of the time, you should be able to do both. Where, like, we were right here, you can scoot up to where now we're next to the team, but we're not in LOS. The maps are designed in a way to actually allow for this, for the most part. But it is something to keep in mind. Like, while you're pushing forward, you don't want to be in sight of, like, you know, the main spam coming down. Now we just need a good ultimote. I don't know if that happens enough to justify a full emote yet. So one thing I haven't seen yet, one thing we haven't really talked about yet is your push and your pull. So ideally with Sue, I'll say either 8 or 9 times out of 10, the correct use is actually to pull somebody out of position into your team. It's a great way to get value for your team. You pull them in instead of pushing them away. So the best example right now is because is anti-dive pulls. So earlier we had the Spider-Man try to dive in and you pushed him away. That can be fine, but on a character like Cap, if you let them dive in, shoot them a couple times, heal your team, and then you wait for them to try to jump out and then pull them back in, that would actually kill the diver. So it turns it around. It's literally like an Uno reverse card. It's like, no. You want it in here, now you stay in here. And you're going to die. So I want you to get in that mindset of like really trying to use aggressive pulls in a situation where they're going to get kills. And right as I say that, I think you actually get a kill with it. Okay, go to your team. Go to your team. Good. Yes. Nice. No, don't be by yourself. Go to your team. Stand over here. Your Bucky's trying to help. Stand over here. Nice try on the pull. Wow. Or that's Australian Sue. Upside down. That's hilarious. Okay, now I'd be looking maybe for a push. Yeah, that's not bad to give you some space. Definitely didn't want to pull there, so that's fine. That happens. Was there anything like we really could have done here? I don't think so. I don't think that's on you. Let's see. Is there like a positioning we could have taken? Like, no, our tanks are up here, so we're playing a bit far back. Maybe we're right here, and then now we're backing up. I mean, we did just you got hit really hard. So maybe could have backed up earlier, maybe could have walked forward, but honestly, this is just like good ult advantage from the enemy team, and that happens. I think the one thing we probably could have done is actually way back here. See if we can find it. Right here. I think up here you should have been pushing forward. I think you should have been pushing up here. And the only reason I say that is because you're at 88%. The ult economy in this game is set up to where support ults win or lose the game, like pretty much every single game. If you don't have a support ult at the right time, if you use it at the wrong time, if you don't use it when you should have, all of those scenarios are just a loss for your team. So in this scenario, you got to be thinking like, I'm at 88. I need to have my ult because my other support doesn't have their ult yet. So how can I play in order to get my ult quickly? And that's to get up close, enable your tanks to take damage so that you can heal that damage so that we can get our ult. So let's say we were a little bit closer, a little bit earlier. We hit 94, so we only needed 6%. There's a chance. Now, that's not a guarantee that it would have saved it, but... like that. I lost because Adam Warlock wasn't land. Nice. What's up, Blue? Good push. Find that one. Don't ult! No! No, no! We have our first battle. The support ults are used defensively primarily, especially Sue. You only want to get... only want to use it when there is a large enough threat to warrant using it, because if you don't, you're going to lose. So the last fight you guys had, there was a Gambit ult, there was a Thor ult, there was a huge push, right? That would have been a good one. This one, what ult are they using? They're using Cap? Cap ult is actually more of a support ult, right? So it's not going to have that threat immediately if people are going to die. So you shouldn't use it. The other thing is Cap ult lasts like 10 seconds. It lasts a full 10 seconds. Sue ult only lasts 8. So let's see. There's gonna be, yeah, it's exactly gonna even out. And now we don't have ult for Spidey ult. Here comes Spidey ult. Here he is. Cloak doesn't have ult yet, and
don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
He kills 4. See? So like we need to be assessing our threat levels. And so now we're probably saying like, oh, how do I assess the threat levels? Well, any downtime, anytime you die, anytime in between fights, you need to be holding tab, checking the scoreboard, and looking at the enemy team and thinking like, okay, Captain America, is his ult, or is there anything he can do to make me force my ult? Not really. Thor? Kind of. Iron Man? Definitely not. Spidey? Yes. Sue? Kind of. Gambit? Maybe. Right? So if you're doing that, it gets you in the mindset, right? So now let's say you press tab and you notice, oh, the Iron Man actually switched off Iron Man, and now they're on Punisher. That's a very clear target. I'm going to save my Sue ult for Punisher. So, Lou, I can explain the rank system later if you want. There's also a pretty good Flats video. It's kind of long, but he watches the dev blog video that they put out about the matchmaker. So that would also be a good video. What's up, Gia?
They hit a checkpoint.
Notice in lower ranks, it tends to be support after a support ult, and then in higher, people think hard about when to use it, and you really have to strategize for it. Which is actually, it's a great thing to know, because it's such a small thing that you can do. It's like a couple seconds of planning while you're dead anyway to just open up the scoreboard and go through that little checklist and see. And then if you do that, the reward is so great because support ults are so powerful right now. Yeah, the Flats video is weirdly pretty helpful. It's very good. Oh, pull? Right, okay. Now we're looking for an aggressive pull. We're back in neutral, aggressive pull. Nice, good pull. Nice attempt. He's dead, nothing to worry about. Scoot up. Get your ult charge, get your ult charge. Good. Nice. Okay, we need... now our shield's gone, so we need to play a little bit more passively. We don't have our shield. Good. Okay, pull your shield back. Pull your shield back. If it's not doing anything, you need to pull it back. They have a support ult now, so back up. Give space. Now go forward. Go forward. Good. I don't like the support ult at all. So whenever Iron Man ult is going, you need to be able to pull it if you can, which you probably could have, or push it. Sorry, like that can really save the team. This Bucky ult. We're okay. All right. So our ult tracking brain needs to be working overtime right now. We can hold tab and we can see that our team has spent 3 ults, but one of them was Moon Knight, so we're coming up on 4, or we're coming up on 4, right? Because Moon Knight's halfway. The enemy team spent 3, so we actually have an advantage, right? We're doing fine. We can hold space well. Hold the shield back though. Yeah, a little bit closer would be nice, but I don't mind it. Definitely we need to be a little bit closer now. Back, yeah, use cover, stick to the right. Yeah, no. No. We already talked about it. It's okay. Now you know. Good pull. Yo, let's go with the sad Sue emotes. So even though we used our support ult and there wasn't an immediate punishment, right? Like before we used it, it went down, Spidey showed up and ulted us, right? This is how important support ults are. Because that was a while ago. And we still don't have our ult. And Cloak still doesn't have our ult. And guess who now is about to have his ult? Please tell me you guys don't type to Spider ult. Please. Here it comes. I'm so scared. He's gonna come flying out of nowhere with his ult. Oh, he died. Oh, he got rezzed. Oh, here it comes. And a Gambit ult. Oh, Lord. Good push. And... it's so consistent. It's so consistent. It's so tough. And now we're in a situation where we have our ult and Spidey definitely doesn't. So now it gets weird, right? Hey, Moon Knight's dead. I like your positioning here. This is fine. I don't mind this as much. This is not a bad support ult. I don't mind this. Is there a good way to time when the enemy team is about to ult, or is it just sort of paying attention to when they last did and guessing from there? It's a combination of paying attention to when the enemy team ulted last, how fast each character on the enemy team ults, and then also knowing when the enemy characters like to ult. So like Cap likes to ult in two situations. One, as like a pseudo support ult defensively, or two, to open a fight. Gambit usually likes to open a fight. Torch likes to open a fight. Thor likes to wait a little bit, go in, get some damage, then pop ult. Spidey likes to show up out of nowhere. So it's a lot of factors in there. Double ult? Oh, it was. That sucks. And then this is just communication. I don't mind the timing, but two of us doing it is really bad.
God of Thunder!
I think Caesar makes a good point. Yeah, for sure. Always be reading chat. Our chat here is very knowledgeable, and they make a lot of good points. Y'all are awesome. I don't like ulting off Torch ult. Is that feeling wrong? I agree with you, because Torch ult, with a couple exceptions, is not usually worth it. I think this was one of the exceptions where we're in overtime, already don't have much space. Like we really needed momentum. Like all of those factors combined, I probably would have ulted, as long as it wasn't a double ult, right? Yeah, the Thor did ult as well. Nice! You guys held it. Good stuff. How do we approach attack? I've actually noticed from my VOD my play was worse on defense, so I think that is super important. Yeah, that's good. Assuming the C&D doesn't ult. Absolutely. Double support ults are the easy... Oh, no. I see a problem. Careful. You gotta be with your team. Now there's no chance we can heal our Strange. Be careful. Good, good. We gotta be very cognizant. So... this is something I tell when I coach divers, right? So I coach like Captain America. One thing, or Angela is really great at this. One thing you can do to win a fight as a diver is you actually like come back here like the Spidey is doing. You don't even get a kill. You just pull attention, right? Because now if we look at the battlefield, what's going on? We have a 4v2 and we have a 2v... well, I guess Gambit just died and Thor just died. But let's assume they're alive. Then we would have a 3v2 and a 4v2, right? Divers generally can last longer in these types of situations. So this is actually an advantage for them of pulling your guys' attention away, right? Because now both supports are looking this way and nobody's healing these people. Now, again, this is Plat, so people aren't great enough to pay attention of it. But be aware of the opposite of this when you're a support. What the diver wants you to do is not necessarily kill you, but they want to pull your attention away from the front line. And they also want to split you guys up, which is exactly what happens here. Now, these guys are way too far. These guys are way too far back. And it leaves your team vulnerable. So be aware of that. Defense is constantly passive as long as the cart's not moving. Defense is on the clock. Attack needs to proactively win.
Clearly, you needed some help.
Another important thing with what Caesar's talking about is ult economy in that mode. So when you're on attack, it's actually fine to use 6 offensive ults or 6 ults offensively in order to win a point. When you're on defense, you can't do that unless it's in a full response, right? Because if you use too many ults, then the attackers have the advantage because of the checkpoint system. It's a very like niche scenario thing that only kind of happens in like higher elo of like
Vehicle to its destination.
where people kind of have some coordination but not really. It's very strange. Pull, pull. 3, 2, 1. Pull him back. Nice. Oh, you love to see it. Good stuff. Oh, why don't we have her jump? I think I missed why we don't have her jump. All right, so we call this a wahoo jump here.
No worry.
So here we wahoo and we try to use it offensively. I think this is fine if you're not putting yourself in danger. So how are we putting ourselves in danger? Purely by the enemy team comp. At any second, the Cap or the Spidey could dive in and kill you, which is exactly what happens. So really, you could have just walked forward and done this pull anyway, and you would have died. So we got to be cognizant, because it's only a, what, 8-second, 6-second cooldown? And that's all it took for us to be punished with it, right? The defense burns are also win fight 1, then attack burns are win fight 2, and that's a net win for attack. Yeah. I've had luck lately almost ignoring when someone like Spidey dives. Not completely ignoring, but just scooting up near tanks and not looking only at him. Absolutely. So that works really well with characters like Cap, Venom, and like, I think there's one more. But they're just kind of like tickle monsters, right? And their whole thing is to like pull your attention away. They're not just going to swoop in and just like straight up kill you. Kind of with Spidey, he requires a little more attention. You can't just full ignore him. With the others, you definitely can. All right, this fight's over. We got a Dire get out. Oh, that's so good for us. Dire, get out. All right, let's just do this as a practice. Who are we saving our ult for? We know Punisher just used his, so we probably don't need it for that if we use it quickly. But they do have a Gambit, so there's a risk there. So 2 big ults from the enemy team that we have to watch out for are Punisher and Spidey. We have 2 support ults, so at this point, I'd be talking to my other support, my Cloak, and I'd be like, all right, I'm going to save my ult for the next Punisher ult, because I don't think I can make it up. Or I'm going to use my ult early for Spidey and then try to make it up for Punisher ult. Something like that. As long as we're communicating, we come up with a plan, we stick to it. All right, we're up. We're up 2. We need to enable our tanks to push. Good. Push. No, push. Walk forward. If he wants healing, he needs to come to you. Walk forward. You're doing your thing. Oh, no, you're backing up. Okay. Bad habit. All right. Cloak ulted, and it wasn't enough. Okay, here's a learning lesson, right? This happens, and it's not something that I'm going to be able to actively help you with. I can't go through every character in the game and be like, use this for this character, because it's very situationally dependent. So in this game, in this situation, your Cloak ulted for the Spidey ult, and they still died. So you need to communicate with your Cloak now and be like, all right, I'm going to save my ult for Cloak and for Spidey, and you can use yours for Punisher, and see if that works. So that's just an adjustment thing as you're playing every game from here on out and seeing like, that didn't work. This maybe could work. Okay, this fight is over. We're down 2. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4. V1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know about this. Because guess... this might work. Maybe. This is just risky, is what I'll say. Sometimes it works out if you've got the read on it, but be careful. I feel like you guys... Yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh. That's a lot of ults. Okay, you need to play really aggressively and get your ult real quick. Oh, they switched off Punisher. Oh, thank the Lord. Them going Iron Man, like, really helped. Nice. Okay, enable your team. You need to go up there. Yes, good. Yes, you love to see it. Nice. Yo, this is great. I love this. No, 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 no. Focus front. Focus front. No. This is exactly what he wants. This is what I was talking about earlier. Look, he's pulled 2, 3 people. And now we're so split. We just give this up. These are the people who can actually contest point. Spidey can't. Oh, did we give it up and they contest? No.
Maximum pulse.
Good push. Nice. Good stuff. Not bad. All right, we have our ult again. Let's look. Let's press tab. Who do we save it for? Looks like Spidey. He ulted a decent while ago, so he might be kind of close to it. Now we know, since we're in the replay viewer, that he's only at 70. But they have a gambit, so he could get it really quickly. We counter the gambit. So now we're really trusting our cloak to be able to stop the Spidey ult, but we saw earlier that it actually didn't work. Spidey's at 90. Cloak already ulted. If I'm sitting here as a Spidey, I'm salivating now. Sue ulted, Cloak ulted, Strange ulted. I just need to watch out for Diamond Form, Grab, and Bucky Hook. Oh, he's gonna get it. Oh, he might even kill you before. Nice push. Now he's full healed. Cloak ult is now down.
No worries, I got your back.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Woo! We're lucky. We're lucky he went for tanks for some reason. Yeah, he went for tanks. I don't know why we went for tanks. Just for my own curiosity.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Of all the people.
Armed and dangerous.
Just kind of bad. The war suit emo. I like that one. Yo, Churro, thanks for making that, by the way. That was awesome.
By the eye of a...
Push. Oh, what a grab by Emma. Push, 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 push. So this again goes back to, like, we isolated ourselves, right? Let's watch this from Spidey's perspective. Hopefully he does what I think he should do. He runs across, he sees you're by himself, and he knows it's like target acquired, right? If you're by yourself, you are the target. Wish me luck. Good luck, Jake. You got it. I believe in you. Go hit GM1.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Excuse me. Huh? Got greedy by the quantity of people? Yeah, for sure. I know you're trying to get your ult charge here, but it's not as important as, like, playing with your team. Now, like, this is pretty absent-minded on the Cloak. By herself. All team split. Now we're just dead. But yeah, we got to stick together. Okay, now we're blowing ults, even though we're down to support. That's not good. Oh, that's great for you guys. Use the Gambit ult. Okay, we're down 2 again. Just get out. Dire, get out. I'd stop healing the Emma. I'd back up. Good. Back up, back up, back up. Bad push. Okay, our cloak is back. Is everybody else back? Almost. Not quite. We have Spidey ult again. Communicating with my cloak. I've got Spidey ult. You get something else. Oh, God. Cloak ult. I hate it. Okay, we're still in the cloak ult, so it's fine. Strange is bad. Nice. Yo, this should be... Oh, it's too late now. Ah! A lot of things happening. You got an ult here. Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of forced out. That's good. They kind of double support ult. Okay, Cloak went Luna now. That's not... It's good to get to the point faster, but she's going to get her ult super slow. So now we're screwed. I think you're playing fine here. I like that we're close to our team. No, no. Right as I say that, we leave our team. No. Gotta get in. Nobody's on the point. Nobody's on the point. Get to the point. Nobody's on the point. Nobody's on the point. Nobody's on the point. No, nobody's on the point. No. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got really into that one. Yeah, we got to keep an eye out. So, I mean, the big thing here is just like ult economy. Pay attention to what threats are on the enemy team that you can counter with your ult. And if you're always thinking about that, it'll go a lot smoother. Communicate with your other support if you can. Now you can make a hotkey now where you push a button and then it types a message in chat. So you could say like, I support ult first, or you support ult first. So you don't actually have to talk, which is nice. Other than that, like, and then the third thing would be position closer to your tanks. And like when you're in a scary scenario, you're getting pushed back, don't just default to running away, default to finding safety. And most of the time, that's going to be walking forward close to your teammates. Safety in numbers, stuff like that. So anyway, that's it for the VOD review. If you made it this far, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care. God bless. And catch you guys in the next one. Bye.